Good evening. So this evening I've been called to read you a card, and they're from the Maudhurst Intuitive Whispers Oracle. Surprise, surprise, from Hay House. So we have two cards that have stepped forward today. So Spirit thought that my working day wasn't long enough, that they give me a little bit more work to do, which I'm divinely grateful for. So we have two cards, and the first one is number 5, Ground from the Root. So Spirit is just sending this as a reminder to ground your energy into your heart and into the Mother, the Earth, our Divine Mother, Gaia. By grounding our energy, by taking our roots from our root chakra and going down energetically into the earth, into those crystal caves, we are tapping into the wisdom and the knowledge of Gaia, but we're also stabilizing our energy. We are stabilizing and embracing the knowledge and the wisdom that flows up through our roots, but also down through the celestial heavens. And to be grounded is to be able to allow things to come, to buffet us, but we can then push them away. It's having the ability to discern on a very deep level, to be grounded in your truth, in your authenticity, in your light, in your knowingness, to be grounded in your integrity, in your silence, in your sovereignty, in the light of your soul, is to be at peace with where you are, to know that there's nothing that can destabilize you because you are grounded in the absolute knowingness of the knowledge, the power, the wisdom, the magnitude of your own essence, that you naturally protect yourself, and it allows you to flower and bloom in the essence of who you are, because you are grounded at the root. So trees have enormous roots that go for miles in many directions, as well as down its tap roots. And those roots have myceli, which is little fungi, and that is the communication channel between all of the trees, because they all communicate with each other. And when we are grounded in our own essence, when we're grounded in our sovereignty, we have the wisdom and the connection that runs through us like an electric cable. We light up and we share our essence automatically with others by just being so high vibrational that those who actually gel with you will be drawn to you. Those who are on the same frequency will find you. Those who aren't on your frequency, you won't cross their radar. As those who you haven't excelled to yet, you won't cross their radar either. You may touch their radar as a beacon to aim for, but you won't necessarily gel with it until you have made that step. So to be grounded in your root is to be stable in where you are, to understand and stand true and strong in your sovereignty, in your majesty, in your light, in your honor. Nothing will destabilize you because you know your truth at the core. So when we are grounded in the root, it doesn't mean that we are rigid, because the root is grounded, but the actual body can actually move, it can dance. And we allow that fluidity to experience different things. So if you think of a reed that bends in the breeze, really bends in the breeze, or a piece of bamboo, God love it. It can be a pain, but you know, it's very, very useful. But it's grounded, but it can also sway in the breeze. Even trees sway in the breeze, the branches sway in the breeze. Sometimes, unfortunately, the breeze is a bit too strong, or the trunk sway as well, but that's fine. That's another story for another day. So to be grounded is to be safe and secure and know who you are. Be confident enough to shine in the light of your own soul. And the second card we have today is number 3, the power of silence. And Poppy's just walked in, so it's going to be shattered in a minute. I can feel it in my bones. So the power of silence. It's the power of connecting with your own divinity, to sit within your own vortex and just be open enough to listen, to let go of all the mental chatter, to let go of all that mental chatter and just sit in peace and harmony and bask in the knowledge and the wisdom of your own beingness, to allow your soul to speak, to allow the whispers of intuition to be heard, to feel held, secure, nurtured, protected, coveted within that vortex of nothingness that contains everything. So the power of silence is the power to be able to listen. And sometimes you'll get nothing, and sometimes you will have some beautiful conversations, and it'll be illuminating, and that knowledge will appear, that wisdom will come, that guidance, as if it's manifest. But it's your higher consciousness, that is you on a higher dimensional timeline, bringing that to you, because you're still enough, open enough and quiet enough to be able to receive this sacred wisdom. So the power of silence is to listen, observe, absorb, and then to transmute and assimilate and transcend. So silence is sacred, and to spend time either in nature, in meditation, or even when you're walking with your eyes open, you can be in that place of silence where you allow your own awareness to feed off the vibrations coming towards you. So obviously you're not going to do it in a crowded room or a crowded street, because you'll have a lot of emotions you don't want. But to do it in a place where you feel safe, a place that speaks to your soul, somewhere that you can feel comfortable to rest and bask in the presence of your own divine essence. So those are our cards for today. And she's been a little bit quiet, although she has been noisy all day today. So from my heart and from Poppy on this dull day, because we've had some very wet weather when I've been off, but never mind. It is what it is. The garden is very blessed, so you can't complain. So from me, or Poppy and I will see you again. Namaste.